Hey, gang. I'm sorry it's been so long. Haven't had the pack to work on for some time, but I thought I would just give you an idea of what I'm awaiting. I talked to Matt, aka the Seth the Creeper, and if you guys, I want to talk about Matt a little bit. Like, went over his house and saw his shop recently, and the dude is insanely talented, crazy. If you're into modded Nerf guns, and not that he needs the business because he had tons of commissions like just laying about, like ready to rock, not laying about, like they were being built. His shop was amazing, insane. Like I really have to get organized in my life. I'm in my 40s. I should be organized at this point, but man, seeing Matt's shop was really really awesome. Just super cool stuff. Not only could you probably kill a fucking pigeon from 120 yards with the mods he does on Nerf guns, but he also makes them look insanely cool. Especially the Galvatron Nerf gun that you had, Matt. You know what I'm talking about. It's pretty great. But Decepticreeper, check him out. Check out his works. They're pretty marvelous. Anyway, shout out to Matt. He's working on the electronics of the pack as we speak. So just want to show you what I've been doing, getting ready. So we got the SMC elbows, which are going to take place at Ligris fittings, or Ligris elbows. I think they're fine. Got the real clippered brass fittings for basically the hoses, on top of the iron arm. There's one in the cyclotron. No, that's a Ligris in this cyclotron. There's one underneath the ion arm, and then there's one on one of the tubes, and then there's one on the HGA, if I remember correctly. Hopefully. Oh yeah, I'm looking at a picture right now. Yeah, I'm right. Hey, yeah, nice. So we got those. These are the two that go into the whatever the thing that says danger is. And I'm sorry. I'm getting pretty good with these names. Brad, give me some credit. I'm getting pretty good with these names. Whatever that danger tube is, that is the piece of, split loom before it goes into the, I believe it's a blue tube that goes into that. I'm going to stick with the 3D printed crank knob for the crank generator. Yeah, I think that's right. I'm not 100% happy with this. This will just go with the screw into the crank generator until I maybe even have someone print a better one for me in a higher res. These things that are supposed to have lines are a drag to sand. So that's that. Got the side knob for the ion arm. Still not perfect, but I've been layering, and I sanded this thing with almost like a file size piece of sandpaper. Worked my butt off on it. I'm gonna put it in. It's gonna stay there until I find something better, and we'll work on it from there. The ion arm has been a fickle woman. I don't know, lady. Itchy bee. It's been an itchy bee to me. It took me forever, and I'm gonna tell you guys this, man. Like putting in brass rods into a very thin, and this is thin, 3D printed block, which is dense, but it breaks away. You have to fill it. You have to glue it. You have to sand it. It's been a drag. So I finally got the brass rods which are covered in tape right now from here and here, and got those put in and got them level, which was a fucking drag to do. And I did the most weird thing. I think I showed it on one of my videos. I kind of taped it to a wall to try to give me a nice guideline. It was a drag. But anyway, tonight I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to put my final coat of silver on this. And I guess one of my whiskers or my eyelashes or something got into the paint, so I have to wait for this to fully cure. But this was like totally checkered. We bondoed this, we primered this. I'm pretty pumped. I mean, this is starting to look like a piece of aluminum, and I'm pretty pumped about that. I'm using Tamiya paint for the first time. I build models and stuff, but I never sprung for Tamiya. And I have to say that, like, well, first off, it's balls expensive. It's balls expensive. I think this thing was like $9 or $11, but the color on the cap is pretty close to what you're actually getting. So, yeah, and this is, I think it's called Tamiya Bare Metal Silver. It's wonderful goddamn paint. It's wonderful and it dries super fast, super fast. Let's see, talk about that. Oh, well, let's talk about the Clippards real quick. Clippards are becoming like my favorite thing in the world. Um, if you guys are Star Wars fans, like a Clippard is the Ghostbusters Graflex, if that makes sense. If anyone gets that in this particular video, then awesome. But I had 3D Print Realm send me a real R701. Thank you so much. I have this guy, which is an R36. Is that what it is? No, a 480 R41. And I'm thinking about, I think this guy will go on to the wand. And that's another thing I'm talking to Deceptive Creeper about. I'm really hoping that I can get the wand for a couple of days. October is like the craziest month for me as far as my family goes. It has my mother's birthday, my father's birthday, my son's birthday, my anniversary. All happens in that, and it's also my favorite holiday of the world in the world, which is Halloween. So, I'm kind of, like full of shit that I have to obligations and not obligations. They're my family. I love them, but full of stuff that we have to do that isn't sitting in my basement building shit. I did talk to Matt about it, and we're gonna try to get the wand in my hand for a couple days so I can try to get that wand together. I want to reinforce the grips that are going into the gun box. They don't feel their structure feels tenuous to me. And also, I want to paint it, primer it, and get new decals on it. So, hopefully, he can get that to me for a couple days. We're looking at October 20th. Matt, please talk down and below. I know you watch these videos. When he'll deliver the pack back to me with electronics working, with the motherboard attached and the Alice frame. And I will have to put all this shit on it and decide how much, if any, I'm going to weather it. So this is going to be crazy. I would love it to be done. Here's where like my dream is so small in the world. When you're 40 years old, I was like, oh, maybe my wife and I could go to a bar that has a costume party as Ghostbusters. That's my number one dream. But my other one is I've been dressing like a Ghostbuster for my work on Halloween for 2 years. Could the third year be with a 101 scale pack? That's what I really want to do. I really want this thing to go in, light sounds. I built it. Matt built it. We built it together. We resurrected this thing from something that was awful and made it the best we possibly could. That's really what I'm looking for. Anyway, I digress. The last thing I want to talk about is I bought a metal clamp. Well, it's 2 pieces with screws for the ribbon cable. Here is the 3D printed ribbon cable clamp, which looks pretty fucking... Hey, Frank, that looks pretty fucking good. Yeah, I sanded the shit out of it. I bondoed it. And I primered it. And I sanded it again. And I hit it with rub and buff. But that metal looks so much better. The curvature is exactly the same, but I measured it. This guy's about an eighth of an inch longer. So I'm at a. And also, by the way, if you're building a pack, this was only $18 shipped. Free shipping, it got to me in 2 days. Look on eBay if that guy still has them. I don't know which one I'm going to use. I know what you're saying. Like, of course, man, use the fucking metal one. But I don't know if the washers are big enough. Do I get bigger washers? Do I drill out the holes? How do I put this on? I need this thing to be functional, and I'm only going to have, if all goes to plan, 7 to 8 days to get it put back together, repaint it, weather it if I need to, put stickers on it, drill all these fucking holes. There's a lot to do. So that's where I am. Oh, another thing is, I was going to hardware stores buying these hex screws. Go on eBay, dude. I think this thing was under $20. 1,260 pieces. And it gives you almost all the screws that you need for the Proton Pack. And you're going to have tons and tons and tons more for any other kind of models that you're building. Or, if you're trying to, invent something or something like that. Yeah, this was a wonderful goddamn buy. I understand Amazon, they're going to put us all out of business. Understood. But that was a good fucking buy. So, anywho, that's where I am. I'm trying to get ready for when that pack comes in here. Balls blazing. Lit on fire. Fireballs. Fireballs putting this fucking thing together. So, I appreciate everyone's support. Thank you, 3D Print Realms. Thank you, Project Proton Pack on Instagram brand. And thank you, Matt, aka Deceptive Creeper. And thanks everyone for watching. I got a haywire stuff going on at home, family and work, and this laser focused I'm able to put into this project is such a lighthearted, lovely time. So I appreciate you spending time with me. If there's anything I can help you with, let me know. Reach out, and also hit me in any kind of, I don't know, I'm old, DMs, I don't know. Lazy Jedi is also my handle on Instagram. LazyJedi@gmail.com is my email. If there's any questions and concerns you have, please reach out, man. I'm here. Let's be resources to each other. Thanks for all your help. Can't wait to see this thing together. Thanks all.